The sun is sinking over a flawless golf course, cameras humming, and thousands of eyes locked on a single moment. A 15-year-old boy steps onto the tee box Charlie Woods while, just a few feet away, stands his father. Tiger Woods, the greatest golfer to ever pick up a club. A man who has witnessed every impossible shot, every miracle the sport has ever produced. But what happens next is something even Tiger could never prepare for. Charlie grips his club. The entire course falls silent. And with one swing, the ball explodes off the face, rising, curving, and flying in a way that seems to break physics itself. The crowd erupts. Commentators lose their minds. And Tiger Woods, the warrior built on stone-cold focus and unbreakable nerves, completely falls apart. Tears stream down his face. His hands shake, and for once, he can barely speak. This clip has gone viral across the world, watched millions of times, dissected frame by frame. Yet almost no one understands the real story behind it. No one knows what Tiger whispered to Charlie in that exact moment. No one knows the years of pressure, sacrifice, and hidden training that led to that one impossible shot. Was it pure talent? Was it relentless grind? Or was it something deeper? Something only a father and son could build together? What you're about to discover will change how you see Tiger and Charlie Woods forever. Because this isn't just a golf highlight. This is a story about legacy. Pressure, love, and expectations heavy enough to break anyone. Except Charlie. He achieved something at 15 that even Tiger never did at his age. Before we dive into this unbelievable journey, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss the raw emotion, the untold stories, and the exclusive details ahead. Trust me, what comes next will leave you speechless. Now let's rewind, because to understand that moment on the course, you have to understand the world Charlie Woods was born into, a world defined by one name: Tiger Woods. 15 major championships, 82 PGA Tour wins. A name synonymous with dominance, precision, and greatness itself. Now imagine trying to carve out your own identity when every swing you take is measured against the most iconic golfer who ever lived. Charlie Woods didn't ask for any of this. He was just a kid who loved hanging out with his dad. But the world started watching him before he even understood what pressure was. At age 6, 7, 8, videos of his swing leaked online, and instantly the comparisons exploded. That's Tiger's tempo. That's Tiger's mechanics. The next Woods dynasty is here. The weight of those expectations would crush most kids. But here's what the world didn't see. Tiger Woods made a promise the day Charlie was born. He would never push him, never force him, never let golf become a burden. Because Tiger knew exactly what that pressure felt like. He lived it. Earl Woods pushed him relentlessly, shaping him into a champion, but also into a man who would eventually break under the impossible standards placed on him. The injuries, the scandals, the microscope Tiger carried the cost of greatness alone. So he refused to do that to Charlie. He let his son choose his own path. Some days Charlie wanted the course, other days soccer, basketball, or video games. Tiger never forced it. He encouraged, guided, supported, never suffocated. But Charlie kept coming back to golf, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. And slowly, quietly, Tiger began noticing something in his son's game that stunned even him. Fast forward to the PNC Championship, the annual family event where major winners team up with loved ones. It's supposed to be lighthearted, fun, a break from the intensity of the PGA Tour. Fans loved watching Tiger and Charlie together. The fist bumps, the smiles, the chemistry. But this year felt different. Charlie had been training harder than ever. Not for Tiger, not for the cameras, but for himself. At 15, he wasn't a kid mimicking his father anymore. He was becoming a real golfer, one with his own fire and his own goals. and he wanted the world to see it. The tournament started quietly enough. They were playing well, moving up the leaderboard. Nothing unusual. But all of it changed on the 16th hole because that's where Charlie Woods delivered the moment that nobody saw coming. After the round, reporters rushed in expecting Tiger to break down the shot, the mechanics, the strategy, but instead, he said something that stunned everyone. That wasn't about golf. That was about watching my son become his own man. And in that single sentence, he silenced years of comparison, pressure, and noise. Charlie's shot wasn't just an eagle attempt, was a declaration that he wasn't just Tiger's son anymore. He was a player with his own identity, his own fire, his own future. Tiger looked at him the way only a father who has carried the weight of greatness can look. Relieved that the next chapter of the Woods legacy wasn't built on expectation, but on love, trust, and a boy who chose the game for himself. That hug on the 16th green will go down as one of the most emotional moments in golf history, not because of the shot, but because it proved something the world had doubted for years. Charlie Woods isn't trying to be the next Tiger Woods. He's becoming the first. Charlie Woods, when reporters asked Tiger about the moment, his voice cracked as he said, "I've hit thousands of shots. I've won majors. But watching my son hit that one, that was the greatest moment of my golf life." And that single line shook the entire sports world because it showed that for all Tiger's trophies and dominance, nothing meant more than seeing Charlie shine on his own terms. In the days that followed, the golf community exploded with praise roar calling the shot special. Justin Thomas saying watching Tiger watch Charlie is what sports is all about. And even Jack Nicklaus applauding not just Charlie's talent, but Tiger's growth as a father. Proving this moment wasn't about Tiger Woods 2.0, but about a young golfer forging his own path with a dad who finally understood that the greatest legacy isn't built on majors, but on raising someone strong enough to chase their own dreams. And Charlie handled all the viral attention with surprising maturity, saying, "I just love playing golf with my dad." What meant the most was seeing how happy he was. A 15-year-old already wise enough to understand that the greatest victories aren't about personal glory, but about shared joy. So when people ask, will Charlie Woods become the next golf superstar? The honest answer is that nobody knows, not even Tiger, and that's exactly how it should be. Because while Charlie has elite talent, world-class coaching, and a father who understands greatness more than anyone, what he has that's even more important is freedom. The freedom Tiger never had, the freedom to choose his own path. Whether that leads him to the PGA Tour or somewhere completely different. And that's why this viral moment, Tiger's tears, Charlie's impossible shot, the world watching in awe, means so much more than golf. Because it represents a father who finally learned not to force legacy and a son who chooses the game out of love, not pressure, creating a kind of magic the sports world rarely gets to see. Which is why that clip has now passed over 50 million views. People aren't just watching a great shot. They're watching a relationship, a legacy, and a new chapter begin right in front of them. Authentic, unfiltered emotion from one of the most composed athletes in history. Tiger Woods has stared down impossible pressure, survived injuries that should have ended his career, rebuilt his life again and again, but nothing prepared him for the overwhelming pride of watching his son create greatness of his own. That's why he broke down. Not because Charlie hit a good shot, but because in that single moment, Tiger saw everything he ever hoped for, his son come to life. So where do the Woods go from here? The golf world is watching. Charlie is still in high school, still growing, still learning, still finding himself. Tiger continues his iconic career while being exactly the father Charlie needs. What we witnessed wasn't just a viral clip. It was a rare window into the beautiful, complicated, pressure-filled world of being a Woods. It reminded us that behind every legendary athlete is a human being with dreams, fears, and a deep love for their family. Charlie's shot will be remembered for years, but what will be remembered even more is the image of Tiger Woods, arguably the greatest golfer ever, breaking down in tears of joy, pride, and pure love for his son. Because in the end, that's what matters. Not the trophies, not the records, not the fame, but the connections we build with the people we love. Charlie Woods hit an unbelievable shot that day. But the truly unbelievable part: watching a father and son share a moment so genuine, so powerful. It reminded all of us why we love sports in the first place. If this story moved you, hit that like button, share the video, and tell me in the comments what you thought of this incredible moment. And don't forget to subscribe to the Golf Hub so you never miss the untold stories behind the biggest moments in sports. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.